さあ次の宇宙へ行こうか。ザマス一緒に来い。俺たちと夢を見よう。
よかろう。だが言っておく。私に命令するな、人間。
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
So the talk in the Dragon Ball community right now on episode 8 of Dragon Ball Heroes is that Caulifla and Kale's design in baby form, they look like trash. And I gotta tell you, it's not the design from the baby perspective, it's the fact that the animation in this episode, with the other episodes in mind, is just all over the place. It goes from really good animation, such as the scene with Jiren, the scene at the end with the Grand Priest and Goku, and especially the scene where Hit and Trunks grab Kale and Caulifla. The animation looks top notch there, but when it comes to other aspects of the episode, especially the fighting, it's still stale Dragon Ball Heroes fighting, and it's nowhere near the quality of the Ultra Instinct Goku versus Cumber fight. Now, as far as Kale and Caulifla getting taken over by the baby rejects, I think the assimilation animation looks far more Dragon Ball Super-ish than anything from Dragon Ball GT. Because if you guys remember, when Baby took over Vegeta's body, he actually had cut thousands of little cuts in Vegeta's skin, and then he, as liquid form, went through those cuts, and it was very grotesque. It had this 90s Dragon Ball Z feel to it, and it just looked really cool. While this, they kind of turn into light and get absorbed maybe through their sweat glands, I don't really know, and then they transform, and in an instant they can come out of their bodies. So they can take over people's bodies, and that's kind of Baby's power, but I prefer the original way that Baby was doing it back in Dragon Ball GT. Although I do think these two characters are extremely interesting when it comes to their design, and they even have a little bit of backstory in Dragon Ball Heroes for these guys, something about them being created, basically the Dr. Gero and Android 17 and 18 backstory, honestly. But they decide to defeat these two by grabbing onto Kale and Caulifla, and then Vegeta doing a final flash on all of them, but they came out at the last second and were completely unharmed. And actually, this is kind of something that I have against not only Dragon Ball Heroes but Dragon Ball Super, is that these energy blasts seem to do almost no damage, or at least seem to do no physical damage to these guys, because there is a huge lack of battle damage in Dragon Ball Heroes, Dragon Ball Super. And I know the show now is geared more for kids, and it was back then too, to an extent, but it had more bloody scenes and more grotesque scenes as opposed to what we have now, because these dudes don't even look hurt after the final flash. They're all like, yeah, we're good. And Vegeta hit him with a final flash. Guys, when Cell got hit with a final flash, he exploded into pieces, like half his body was gone. And the characters that get hit with final flash and Jump Force, they take more damage than the squad in Dragon Ball Heroes did. So that's one of the nitpicks that I have, one of my pet peeves that I have with Dragon Ball Heroes and Dragon Ball Super as a whole. Although Dragon Ball Super Broly did have way more battle damage than I'm used to with recent modern Dragon Ball, but at the same time, I do wish that they would add more of this, not just in the movie and in the manga, but add it in the anime as well. The coolest part of this whole episode was when he asked Hit who is the strongest warrior in all the universes, and Hit does not respond, but he reads his mind and says Jiren from Universe 11, but then he instantly already had sent Cumber to fight Jiren because Toppo was already down for the count. So I'm not exactly sure what the point of that, asking that question was, or maybe it was a time lapse. He asked a question and then we were skipping, like a little time skip, to see what happens in the future, where now we have Cumber about to face off against Jiren, and this fight hopefully goes in Jiren's favor. If you guys don't remember, at the end of the Tournament of Power, he realized the power of friendship and trust from Goku and the Z Fighters, so Cumber took out his best friend right off the bat. So Jiren's about to show him what the heart of the cards actually means. And this is what's hyping me up for the next episode, Jiren versus Cumber. Let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are on this episode. And I'm curious, does the different styles and quality of animation throughout one short 8-minute episode, does that mess with you? Or because this is a promotional anime for the video game, does it not? Do you not care? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. It's going to be Blackscape signing off. Take care.